Putain, de focus.
Va d'enculé.
Ta gueule. Ta mère,
Putain.
Eh, les bêtes, mon sang. Bande de pute. Allez, gars, on peut les baiser, faut les supprimer.
Eh, vous êtes forts. Oh, voilà, ta mère la pute. Ta mère la pute. Ouais, deuxième équipe. Enfin.
Demande à la Mike 2 de faire champion avec nous.
À droite, il y a le filtre, il est à droite.
Ça va les gars? On va avancer. Ouais. C'est soit le coup, soit le...
Ouais, après on parle. On en prend un. Je sais pas. Ah, il va retirer, attention, et c'est hors d'homme.
to see, and then again, we hope it stays that way.
And it's not always that easy to know what is being told to everyone. Communicating with thousands of people across that kind of mileage is difficult. You're getting a lot of word of mouth. I'm telling this person, they're telling another person. Police do talk to the organizers and the organizers to police, but then trying to get that word to that many people is sometimes difficult. Scott, we're going to hold your picture here, and if you'll just stand by for a second, we also wanted to show what's going on at Northridge. This is in Northridge at Cal State University Northridge. You see that there is a protest there. Streets have not been blocked. You can see a couple of vehicles there trying to make through that intersection, but there are protesters who are in the crosswalk. You do have police there in the intersection, probably in an attempt to keep people as much as they can out of the street. And in many cases, the protesters themselves will remind people, stay on the sidewalk, stay out of the street. That is for their own safety, but also to just maintain good relations as well, because they want to be able to sit there. It looks like, if we can get News Chopper to zoom in a little bit, maybe more, it looks as if it's almost a sit-in, as if people are sitting down. In many cases, I see some on their knees. There are people holding signs there. So clearly you have another peaceful protest. That is at Cal State University Northridge, and we're going to continue to monitor that one. But go back to Scott Reif. And Scott, you mentioned something a moment ago with the National Guard troops located at iconic areas. And it seems as if that has been a tactic over the last few days, where a lot of resources are mustered in areas that they have said, this is something we're going to protect. Yesterday, municipal court buildings, there were a lot of officers surrounding that building. You are not getting anywhere near that. And then you mentioned today, they're staging in areas that are not affecting the protesters, but they are there if needed.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't want the National Guard to engage the protesters. I mean, that's a really tricky situation. I don't think they have the training that the LAPD does and that law enforcement does for the most part to really engage the crowd and to allow these things to happen. So they just set them up in areas where they can actually say, this is our stand. They put them behind the LAPD officers. Now, it's going to be a little tricky for us here because I found the other crowd. You've got a large portion on Sunset coming towards us. They're traveling westbound. The other group went further south, down towards Melrose. But you'll see as we move the camera around, as I'm going to make Jamie go crazy here, it's behind us off to our right, actually on Santa Monica Boulevard. Jamie, if you just keep coming down with the camera and come down a little bit further and then keep going until you hit Santa Monica Boulevard, keep on a little bit further. Then we'll find the other group here in just a moment. And I believe there's the tail end. They went south, and then they turned right on Santa Monica Boulevard. So they're sort of heading in the same direction. Maybe there's a little coordination going on. But, you know, we're in this several thousand range now. Come towards us to the front of the marchers there, Jamie. And, boy, you know, this is Santa Monica Boulevard and headed away from Highland. And if you are thinking about coming down for the march, then, you know, come on down. But if you're thinking about just driving through Hollywood to get somewhere, there are going to be a lot of streets that will be shut down, a lot of traffic implications on these surface streets. And the LAPD is doing the best they can to try and divert traffic away from the marchers, because, you know, the last thing you want is traffic coming into the direction that the marchers are headed. That can cause some really big problems. So they're doing the best they can, but, you know, it doesn't really appear, Philip, to be coordinated as far as where these two groups are headed. It did for a moment there, but now they're headed in the same direction about a mile apart from each other.
Wow, a mile apart, but they've traveled a long way already. One thing I've noticed, Scott, too, is looking at some of the cars. In many cases, the cars are showing support for the protesters,
Absolutely.
honking the horns. I have not seen many cars get very angry or upset at needing to make a turn here or there. So, you know, you mentioned if you're traveling that area to avoid that, and that is for sure. But some people have kind of driven into these areas and really honk the horn, maybe provide water. They're doing what they can. Right here, you've got a car going with the protesters.
Absolutely. They just want to come out and protest, and they're doing it in the car, and that might be a little easier in some sense than getting out and walking.
tremble. Alors, ça va. Par contre, on peut peut-être se mettre sur le pont au niveau des voitures et... Ah, touche à rien, s'il te plaît. Excuse-moi, j'étais en bout de zoom. Si tu me touchais, ça bougeait. Ah bah vas-y, je sais pas si vous voulez regarder. C'est bon. On va essayer de longer le... Regarde, il y a des incendies partout. Ah merde, on a le vent contre nous là. Ouais, attends, parce que... Attends, je vais te mettre le monopode. Ouais, il y a le vent qui est contre nous là. Ouais, faut que j'assure.
On redescend, descend. Je...
Intéressant, je vais les écouter, je vais ce qui s'est passé.
La dernière, c'est ce que je fais.
Tu enlèves le marque, tu vois?
une vanne.
Non, mais le passage de là-bas, il faut le journal. Non, on s'en fout. Moi, je vous ai dit, je vais non, par là-bas. Là-bas, tous ceux qui étaient au centre, ils sont partis par là.
Ah, pas devant la cam, les gars. Ah, sérieux.
Voilà, il filme quoi? Il filme que quand il va prendre, c'est la merde.
T'as pas à boire, t'as pas. T'as pas d'eau? De l'eau? Ça va? Waouh! T'as pas soif là? Sérieux, comment tu fais? On n'a pas bu une goutte depuis 2-3 heures. Putain, merci beaucoup. Ah ok, ça marche. Merci beaucoup.
Ça doit être un peu chaud.
Ah, mais c'était trop du bien.
Moi, je leur jette pas de cailloux, moi. Je suis là pour manifester.
Les gars, qu'est-ce que vous faites avec les pompiers?
non, on va devant les véhicules, les gars. On va devant les véhicules.
Je respire. J'ai ton téléphone, voilà, je l'ai. Voilà, c'est des bâtards. Et j'arrive pas. Voilà, respire plus. Et je respire plus. Non, il va le faire sortir, il est où? Ah ouais. J'ai ton téléphone, t'inquiète pas. Respire.
March, walking right next to the beach. Where people would normally be out jogging and riding their bikes and, well, pre-COVID, heading to the beach. Now you've got an empty beach and the Strand filled with protesters.
Exactly. And, you know, it's wonderful to see all these protests popping up in every little pocket of our area. You know, it's and all so far been peaceful. On the left-hand side of the screen, I don't know if what we're seeing there, those
That's
cars.
the National Guard.
Okay.
So Scott Reif may be able to explain to us if the protesters have now reached a turning point.
Well, it's very dynamic, and the National Guard has moved off of Highland down to Sunset and Vine. The crowd was headed westbound on Sunset. They got to Vine, and if you see that line of National Guard soldiers, but if you open up out of the shot and you tilt up, you're going to see a battalion of LAPD units on the top of your screen. And that line that went down Hollywood Boulevard and then came south on Gower and then came back westbound on Sunset, there they are right there. And it looks like the LAPD has stopped them. And then a little bit further, open up out of your shot and come back towards us, Jamie, please. You see the National Guard. So the National Guard, when we first got here, were only deployed on Highland or off of Highland on Hollywood Boulevard by the Kodak Theater. They have moved them around. And you know what really happens is these are the confrontation points. And you hope that it stays peaceful when this happens. But when the crowd goes in a certain direction and they're not allowed to continue, you see that they get aggravated. And that has been some of the boiling points from some of the marches that we have seen over the last few days. Now, we certainly hope that's not the case today. We really, really do. But you can tell right now there are some areas of Hollywood that the LAPD, using the National Guard, is trying to control. They may be trying to push everyone into the same area. I'm not sure what the strategy is. I can only make an assumption based on what I see. But they've deployed here on Sunset at Vine, and they're forcing the crowd to go southbound there. So tilt back up, and you'll get a sense of how big the crowd is. And this is just a fraction of it as you tilt up past the patrol cars there, Jamie. And they are still rounding the corner, and another line there of LAPD officers. So open up for a moment, just so, and go down the street there. Just want to give you a sense of how many people are coming down that street there. That is traveling Sunset westbound. That continues for several blocks. Just open up all the way and show them the size of the crowd, if you would. And then all the way down that street there. So that really gives you an idea of how many people the LAPD has to try and control, if you will. And it's going to be challenging if this doesn't remain peaceful.
Scott, which area are they trying to keep the crowd from going into?
I wish I knew. At first, they only had the National Guard closing off Hollywood Boulevard at Highland, you know, by the Kodak Theater there.
have got to go. Historic. This stuff doesn't happen all the time in American history. Don't shoot. Come on, join us. Don't shoot. That's right. Don't shoot. Look at these babies. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Say it. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Say it. Don't shoot. These folks just watching ain't saying nothing. Say it.
And so we've got now maybe 4 groups of protesters in the Hollywood area.
All right, we are going to take a break. We have lots to cover. We'll be right back.
Would you think that maybe that's an idea to keep people who are just wanting to join this late in the game from getting down in there? These people are here to protest, and they've been here all morning, and it's been peaceful. And you're also eliminating outside influences from being able to drive into the area and join the party late.
That could be. I mean, it could be a double-edged sword. At one point, you just don't want too many people coming in here late, as you mentioned. On the other hand, I think the LAPD wants people to have the ability to come out and protest. Like I'm looking at the 101 freeway, and the Gower off-ramp is open. So you could get off on Gower, you could park, and you could join this group. The Highland off-ramp is open. I just think because this crowd and this march of people here has been on Hollywood Boulevard, they just decided to stop that westbound flow in case the crowd gets so big that it blocks traffic altogether. But it's quite phenomenal how many groups we have out here and how big the crowd has gotten. We took a look at it, I think at about, I don't know, 11:30 or so. It was supposed to start at 12, and there might have been 100, 150, and then it went to 1,000 in like 15 or 20 minutes, and then it just exploded after that. I had heard a moment ago that the other group that's a little smaller than this one, or one of the other 4 groups, is on La Brea. Now, we're almost here at Hollywood Boulevard in the 101, so that's a long ways away over to La Brea. You know, that might be a mile and a half or so. So if they're all going to come together, they're certainly going to do a lot of walking. There's no question about that.
Wow. I guess it makes sense to close off to traffic because once the cars are in there, they're trapped.
Yeah.
You know, that would be a big traffic mess as well behind the crowds.
And a lot of off-ramps are open for people to come down and join this march. It doesn't look like they're really saying, hey, you started a little late, we're not going to let you in. That could be the mentality, but I don't see it. If that was the case, they'd get the CHP to just shut down all of the off-ramps, and they haven't done that.
Well, you know, after hearing from George Floyd's brother yesterday and the message that they wanted to get out about peaceful demonstrations and to honor the memory of George Floyd, you know, maybe that's changed a little bit of the climate of some of these protesters. Who knows?
You can certainly hope.
Marches, yeah.
I just keep getting struck when we talk about the size of this protest. This is Tuesday. And if this was a work day, can you imagine the impact to just the general commute through Los Angeles would be if we weren't in the middle of COVID, with everybody basically staying home, although starting to reopen things. What a extra punch that has been for many small business owners.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, you talked about people wanting to finally go out to dinner in dining restaurants. You know, well, a lot of people just stayed home, and you can't blame them, and especially the curfews. You know, you don't really have much of a choice.
For sure.
So yeah, seems like it was so long ago, and it really wasn't that long ago. But just so much has happened since then. Yeah, it's a strange thing what time has been for a lot of people. Say time's going really fast, even though I'm not doing anything. I'm home. I'm home.
So we're in special coverage of several protests around Southern California. Scott Reif has been above this protest for some time, and it's really, you look at that particular street, the protest, Peace March to demand justice for George Floyd, but that is a part of this. And it is really hard to grasp how many people are there because that's just part of it. They have, and Scott, we talk about splinter groups. This is not really splintering.
Enlevez ton masque, Hugo.
Voilà, c'est bon.
Ahmed! Non, laisse-le, laisse-le.
moi. Oui, c'est fantastique, hein? Ça fait plaisir. J'ai marché dans la... Il y a une odeur bizarrement. Là, c'est mis de la main. Une odeur... Non mais je me demandais si c'était moi qui avais marché dedans. Bon, j'ai profité de ça, j'ai fait une...
On peut juste rentrer chez nous, il y a rien. Mais comment on rentre à Paris en fait? Comment chez nous? Vas-y, faire quoi?
Je sais pas, je voulais fumer une... Ah non, bah, je voulais fumer une clope mais c'est pas loin. Commerce, sommation. Comme ça. Et ça va gazer. Tiens.
Bougez par l'arrière dans ce cas-là.
Of the American pie, out of our legacy. All right. That legacy is the stolen wealth.
Yes.
It is not a handout.
No handouts here.
It is a debt.
That's right. Pay the debt.
You have to pay your debt. The country has to pay its debt.
Yes. Yes. Pay what you owe. Where's the 40 acres? Come on.
In addition to this, of course, we need officers to honor their promise to the community, to serve and protect.
Protect, serve.
Serve and protect. And we need our country to honor its obligation. Pay the debt.
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 We know what's expected of us during this time. For ADOS, you're expected to go into your community, loot, mindlessly, tear down your community. The few black businesses here in Jersey City.
We don't loot.
Now we gotta understand Jersey City has a unique place in this debt business.
All right.
We have a study called the Croson study.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We do.
Already done.
Close to $2 billion spent.
Again.
Less than half of 1% went to black-owned businesses.
Merciful. Merciful. Lottery.
Talk about some numbers now.
Lottery.
Let's get to it now.
Understand that leaves the black community in Jersey City on the hill at a disadvantage.
Yes.
You pay your taxes,
Yes.
but you don't get the service.
No equity, no inclusion.
Now we're talking about in terms of the local debts package.
All right.
Equity, not equality. We passed the time of equality because white people own 90% of our nation's wealth.
We built it up.
Black people own 2.6% of the nation's wealth. Most of that is in the hands of baby boomer retirees, but it's reflected in home ownership, not liquid cash.
All right. Okay.
The numbers in Jersey are even more abysmal. Black people own 2% of the wealth in New Jersey. White people own 96% of the wealth in New Jersey.
That's what it's designed to do.
We also need you to support, right? This is very important. On the state side, the approval of New Jersey reparations bill 5968.
All right.
5968. Bill 5968 with the ADOS edits.
Okay.
We want it with the ADOS edits. Because if you don't get it with the ADOS edits, your inheritance, ADOS, will go to everybody. Everybody.
All right.
Understand. New Jersey is one of the leaders in school segregation due to the economic gap.
Tell it.
We need serious reform. We need people to be serious. Otherwise, we will be back here in 5 years, in 10 years, in 12 years.
Rewrite the story.
Taking an L, a loss. We cannot have something happen, we get mad, we protest, we do something symbolic,
And go back to sleep.
then we go back
We're
home.
woke now. We're woke. Let's be real.
So I encourage you all to contact your state representative, again, New Jersey Reparations Bill 5968 with the ADOS New Jersey ADOS edits, right? With the edits. All right, pay the debt.
Pay the debt.
Pay the debt.
Pay the debt.
Thank you. Black lives. Black lives. Wow, this was powerful up here. I've been born and raised in Jersey City, right? I've been an educator for 14 years. I see some of my students out there. Where's your name? What's up? That's right. I am the author of You Are the Answer to the Problem, From the Hood to Harvard and Back Again.
Yes.
And I'm back to do the work. And so, in the spirit of telling a story, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of my history, right? Growing up here in Jersey City, and then I'll bring it right up to present times. Are you ready? Ready. You ready? All right. So I was born and raised in Jersey City. We moved to different parts of Jersey City at different times, right? But one thing I remember is Mr. Howard. He's now the principal of PS12. He was my teacher from 6th to 8th grade. And this man, he poured so much into my life. And I would like to attribute, like, who I am to him, right? And many others, but particularly to him. Whatever he told me about myself or about the world, I believed him, right? And when we are killing our young people prematurely, we fail to allow them to get that experience, right? So I wouldn't be who I am without Mr. Howard. But what happens is we're killing our black men off to the point where they won't even have that experience to develop for themselves into real men, right? And so he told me one lie in my whole entire life, right? He told me one lie. He said, I don't think a black man could ever be president in my lifetime. Right? That was around 96, 97. 10 years later.
They're currently on the access road that you take for the downtown exit to Los Angeles. The march moved from police headquarters in downtown to a block away to City Hall, where it was for a few hours. And now it marched through downtown Los Angeles on the streets of Broadway, and they're actively shutting down the 110.
Ouais, encore, merde. Ok. Le gros est parti sur le. J'ai peur qu'il y ait plus de batterie sur la vue. Ah oui. Là j'ai 8% sur la caméra. Ah ouais? Oui, d'accord. Tout est dans le vert. Ok. Après là peut-être qu'on est en train d'utiliser la batterie interne. Enfin bon, dès qu'il y a un moment de calme, je regarderai. Donc on se pose. Bon, même si c'est une copie. Bientôt 23h. Sérieux? J'ai pas vu l'heure passer. Il est 22h44. Waouh. Ouais. Ouais, c'est vrai qu'ils n'ont pas l'air de partir en intervention. Je veux leur dire que c'est bientôt la fin. Non, il rentre. Bah, dis-leur on peut refaire un tour de la place. Hein. Mais à mon avis, il est 11 h, les gens sont rentrés. Hein. En tout cas, les gens sont dispersés de partout. Hein. Ça va peut-être péter de façon sporadique à droite à gauche, mais c'est plus assez conséquent pour qu'on couvre tout. Quoi, hein.
Ils ont bien défoncé. Hein.
Ouais, et accueillir en balle. Bon. Bon. Bon bah voilà. On se doutait bien que ça pouvait pas terminer autrement. Franchement.
Ah oui, mais moi je m'en vais parce que j'ai pas senti tout de suite là, qu'il fallait s'armer tout de suite.
Ouais bah si, parce que là ça commençait. En plus, non mais t'as pas vu, c'est qu'ils avaient une position. Ils étaient tous enfin, il y avait des gens qui étaient en haut et qui jetaient des trucs sur les flics qui étaient en bas. Donc en fait, direct ils ont commencé à gazer en haut parce que sinon les mecs ils avaient un avantage stratégique, tu vois. Non, c'était sûr que ça allait partir comme ça. On n'est pas vu. Ah ouais.
It looks like the police may have cut off some of the protesters coming down the freeway. They're coming up in another area. Coming up Figueroa. Coming up with the larger group that was on the freeway earlier. We're now heading south on 6th Street, back towards the heart of downtown.
Very peaceful so far. She's here. Thank you for being here. This is citizen life, so everybody will see.
Again, this has been a very peaceful protest.
Yeah. So
Very peaceful protest. Very organized. They're listening to the leaders of the protest. I mean, if I had to guess, I think there's 3,000 to 5,000 people downtown.
It is fucking ridiculous. I mean, people really wanted Five Below, like $5 candy.
Put your finger on the right person that you're timing out.
Children's falling down like teardrops.
Make sure you just take your time, because I do it. So make sure when you ban it,
because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard.
It's simple, trust me.
You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes.
You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody who's there today.
Please pick up the trash around you. If you are alone, please find a buddy. Be safe. Take care of
And see if they're going to go do that march. Let me go find that person.
It will be out. It will be out. When the war is won, we will be strong. We will be strong.
Well, we on. Hey, we on a little new type of deal where we got so many new people coming here. You feel me? We didn't have that problem, so when I'm on the desktop stream, you feel me? I gotta lead by example to show what I want banned. You feel me? So bear with it, cause guess what? I'm after to try to ban as many people as I can. You feel me? And lead by example. But this is like a very political and touchy subject, so I don't know if they're not handling it right or someone's overexpressing themselves. But a lot of stuff that I seen, that I let go, yeah. You gonna be like, dang, maybe I'm banning some shit. I'm trying to ban as many accounts as I can, man. That don't belong here for a simple travel stream, but I gotta weigh it out between, cause there might be another political thing like this where, hey, some people need to voice their opinion and it might seem kind of harsh to somebody else. So I'll figure it out, man. Yeah. But it's some people here, you feel me? And then when I'm on the desktop stream, I might just throw up a subject to see how, who does play Captain Saberhold to the next person. You feel me? Like, everybody just stay in their lane, man. Immediately, if someone's so political and got such a voice, they can go ahead and make them a channel and go live. But see, I can't see it all right now, so I don't want to sound harsh, you feel me? I can't see it all. But yeah, I'm coming after the banning accounts, man. We got like too many subs and too many people that probably don't fit in. Oh, I'm coming. And sometimes I'll throw a trick out there to see like who responds to it and how my mods, respond to it. But yeah, I gotta lead by example. I'll show them what's up when I get home. And that just, hey. Oh yeah, since you watching, you know them, or they think they've been wrongfully banned, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram so I can unban you.
Change that. And that's the thing. We gotta figure out as the youth.
Damn, man.
We gotta figure out as our communities come together how we can change that. People like him, and women the people that can't vote in general. How, and they've been living here for X amount of years. How can we make that happen? Because they're part of the community as much as I am, as much as she is, as much as anybody else is as a citizen. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Love y'all, man. I wish you all the way.
Spider-Man.
No problem, brother.
Give a round of applause to my man with the microphone, man. Thank you, my brother.
I'm sorry about this, I don't
don't know what's going on. I think it's because the wires.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We don't care. Thank
All right. I just want to say, and then I'm done. I thank all of you guys for coming out. The greatest power that we got right now is the power to unify. Also, I want to say that we have to be mindful. I'm sorry, dear, that I forgot about Breonna Taylor. Got shot 8 times while laying in her bed, and then her boyfriend / husband shot at the police, and now they locked him up for attempted murder on the police with a light gun.
More fire.
Ouais. C'est quoi, une poubelle? Si, il y avait des feux. Si, j'ai zoomé, j'ai vu. Tout au bout.
Another police car.
C'était éteint, c'est vrai que je le vois plus. Ouais, ça a été éteint. Hein. Je crois que ça a été éteint au canon à eau là. Oui, bon. Ouais, mais il y a un canon à eau qui a été éteint. Vous voulez faire un coup d'œil, il faut bien. J'ai envie d'aller au bout. Bah, ça veut dire que c'est énervé, ils ont sûrement suivi. Ouais, en gros, je vais éviter d'y aller avec tout le matos. Ah ouais, c'est possible. Je préférerais quelqu'un qui me dise une info sur. Nico. Ça va? Non, mais c'est parce qu'on me dit qu'il y a un groupe qui se dirigerait vers le commissariat, je sais pas quoi. Bah, j'en sais rien, le commissariat national du truc, de Clichy, j'imagine. Commissariat de police.
C'est un gros commissariat, mais bon, ils le connaissent, les mecs.
C'est loin, non? 1 kilomètre?
Ouais, enfin, je sais pas, si on fait en bagnole, ouais. Attends, montre-moi la gueule. Ça? Pourquoi il commence le commissariat? Non, c'est pas ça. C'est lui, quand même. Il y a un commissariat dans le coin? Non, pas dans le coin. Il est très court, il est tout en haut. Pourquoi?
Ah, donc là, dans mon palier qui passe vers la Téléco. C'est, comment ça s'appelle? Stéphanie. Elle avait entendu dire qu'il y avait un groupe qui se dirigeait vers le commissariat.
Oh, excuse me. Destroying our city, man. This is fucking sad.
On avance un peu avec eux.
Later.
It's a lose-lose when you try to do physical against.
That wasn't a burning. He didn't do anything.
They got too many weapons. They got too many weapons and too much equipment for us to be trying to fight against them. We have to go another way. And the way that we're doing it right now is the only way, and it's the best way. They don't want this. They don't want y'all unifying like this. They don't want us all coming up and sharing the thoughts in our minds. We have to continue to do this, because as long as we're doing this, it's
Seems like it.
do. But when you start trying to advocate violence, then they're going to use.
They advocate violence. It's not us.
All right. We're here right now, my sister, for something positive. And I'm not. And listen, and I know that I'm not by myself. I'm not out to try to attack anybody.
We
died.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic. Mic check. Mic check.
Hey, what up, hey, yo, listen up. My man trying to talk. Hold on.
Mic check. Hey, get over here. Get over here. Stop screaming. Get up. Back up. You got something to say. You don't scream like.
Nailed it. Good job. Did you guys see that thing on YouTube where that lady thought she wasn't live on the news anymore and then started cursing or something?
Every other politician that's in office that say that they're leading the people, that say that they're for justice. If you're for justice, where did you get your definition of justice from if it wasn't from God?
Amen.
Where do you get your definition of justice from if it wasn't from God? So we can't leave God out of this chant. We can't leave God out of this fight. Because if we do, we're going to get what we've always got, and it's murder and brutality in the street and hate for one another. That's why.
Spread love.
That's all I can do. So I'm walking around, I'm letting everybody know through these simple words, no Jesus, no justice. No justice, no peace. But if you know Jesus, N-K-N-O-W, if you know Jesus, you would know justice. And my goodness, you will know a peace that surpasses all understanding. Even in the midst of a tribulation, you can still rejoice and say, Lord Jesus, I know according to your word that you're going to come back and you're going to make all things right. And so I say, come, Jesus. Come, Lord Jesus.
What do you think heaven will be like?
like they're locked in. One more, we're feeling it. You got Pakistan, who does that? That's true. We go to the Capitol. Capitals, I believe, where we parking?
Our sisters and our mothers and our brothers watch us die, trying to live out our dream of equality. It hurts us all. I am tired. I'm tired of watching them hurt. I'm tired of watching them hurt. I'm tired of having to check in with my loved ones for using my right to assemble and protest because they fear for my life. I am tired of truck drivers driving into a peace march and getting let go in an act of hate like it was an accident. I am tired of the hate. I appreciate all of y'all on the knees because we stand here today in solidarity. We will not stand for this any longer. I see and love every one of y'all. Thank you.
Now we will start closing remarks.
Understand this. I come here as one of the counsels for the family, but I am not an attorney hoping to reform a broken criminal justice system. I don't believe we need any more attorneys hoping to thoughtful attorneys hoping to reform a broken criminal justice system. It is not broken. It is operating exactly how it was designed to operate. When Derek Chauvin looked into that camera the way I'm looking into these cameras, he knew that despite him being recorded, he would likely get away with it. because the system doesn't need any more attorneys hoping to fix a broken system. They need radical lawyers, radical artists, radical people hoping to burn it down and build a new one. What does that look like? It looks like people power, economic power, political power. It's time that we begin to yield our power. Because even in the city of Houston, you do not go without your own stain. Because right here, the district attorney, Kimberly Ogg, has failed to indict the officer who murdered Pamela Turner on video. So we come here to cash a check not only for our brother Floyd, but for our sister Pamela Turner. Say her name. Floyd, but for our sister Pamela Turner. Say her name. Say her name. What does that look like? It has to be more than just words, Lee. We've heard you talking, Lee. There's brothers more articulate than you, Lee. So what does that look like? That looks like when the people come together, and use their power to vote, that's a start, but it's not the whole thing. Let me hear you say vote. Let me hear you say vote. When the people come together and use their economic power and defund a corrupt and broken police system, that's what it looks like. We use our economic power, we take our businesses to defund a crooked and broken police system until they begin to reform themselves. The law enforcement officers you see standing with us, they should be here in protest because they are a part of a broken system. Talib Kweli said it like this. Talib Kweli said it's in their job description to terminate the threat, so one shot to the body is what you can expect. The president has said, no matter if we follow the law, how do I give my son pride and then make him swallow it all? My sister Sheila Jackson Lee, she said, don't get up there and talk about the arrest of one officer. Don't get up there and talk about the arrest of 3 officers. Get up there and tell them that we need to take this fight to Washington, D.C. We need to demand a comprehensive reform package for policing in America. It can never be the same again. That means we need to end qualified immunity. We need to do that on both sides of the aisle. That means we need to end qualified immunity. That means we need to end, or we need to change, we need to take hold of the use of force protocol. And listen, I'm going to talk to you all about the legal part of it, because look, we said part of it was political power. That means we got to pay attention and understand it. When he looked at that camera, he thought, protected by qualified immunity, and I likely am following the use of force protocol. And so we need to go to D.C. and tell them we need a new set of laws that respect black lives. We need a new set of laws that respects black lives. Until we do that, we're going to exercise our people power. Say it after me, people power. Political power. Economic power. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. We are calling for the George Floyd police reform bill, and we will not stop protesting, we will not stop fighting until it happens. Say his name.
Lee. Give it up for Family Counsel Lee Merritt. I like the way that sounds, George Floyd police reform bill. I love the way that sounds. Next up, we're going to bring out here the esteemed mayor of Houston, Texas, who was so kind to allow us to stand here in City Hall and protest injustice and let his police force come out here and protect this route and keep the instigators out. Everybody please welcome Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Thank you. Look, let me start off. Let me thank Bum B and Trey the Truth for providing leadership to this effort. Give it up to Bum B and Trey the Truth. I want to thank all of these elected officials from Congress, the state level, city council members, county commissioners who are here, school board members, constables all on all levels. I want to thank our community activists, our community leaders, our faith-based leaders for being out here. I want to thank all of you for coming out. You have marched, demonstrated, stood up, made your voices heard, and let me tell you, people that are in elected office in position of power, we are listening, and it's not important just to listen. It is important for us to do. And so I want you to know that your marching, your demonstrating, your protesting has not gone on in vain, certainly not here in the city of Houston. And even as the mayor of the city of Houston, even as the mayor of the city of Houston. Let me tell you, in this city, we can always do things better. We should always, on a constant daily basis, review our own practices, procedures, and actions. We need to make sure that we engage in best practices. We always need to advance our training to make sure that we are sensitive to everything that's happening out here on our streets. There are a lot of things that we need to do. We are not perfect. We recognize that. We also recognize that in our city, in the midst of so much prosperity, that there are communities that have been underserved and under-resourced for decades. We recognize that. We recognize that there's a lot of work that needs to be done in 3rd Ward, the Trey, in 5th Ward, the Nickel, in Acres Home, the Fofo, in Denver Harbor, in Magnolia Place, in Sunnyside, in Bend, all over the city. There are a lot of things that we need to do. And we need to understand that in our city, we receive every single person. Every person is important. Every neighborhood is valued. And we have to commit ourselves to making sure that we do better every single day. So I'm not here to tell you that we're perfect. I'm not here to tell you that we don't make mistakes. But what is important, that for people like myself who are in positions of authority and power, we have to make sure that while we are here, we work every single day to make it important, to make it a positive difference. And it's important for the mayor of the city of Houston to walk, march, stand up, and protest with you and not against you. That's important. Now, lastly, let me say this. This day is not about City Hall. And I'll correct Bumby. I didn't allow you to come to City Hall. Quite frankly, this is your city. This is your hall. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to you. So I didn't let you come to some place that's not already yours. I understand that. But today, it's about lifting up the family of George Floyd. Say his name. Say his name. It's about lifting up the name of George Floyd. It's about supporting 16 members of his family who have taken the time, okay? They have taken the time, walked through the streets just like you did, to be here with you today. These are his kinfolk. It's not about me, okay? It's about them. And I want the focus to be on them. Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, when we go home, they still have to deal with a relative that is no longer here. Not today, not next month, but for the rest of their lives. And so today, we want to love on them. We want them to know that George did not die in vain. That's important. We want them to know. And I know it made a difference to them when the police chief in Minneapolis recognized that that police officer putting his knee on the neck of George was wrong, that the other 3 police officers standing there not doing anything, their silence was complicit, was wrong. That's important. And for us in Georgetown, in this city, to stand up and recognize and say his name, George Floyd. And so let me just say to this family, as the mayor of the city of Houston, representing 2.3 million Houstonians, not just black, Asian, Hispanic, African Americans, rich, poor, you name it, that we are standing with you today, next month, and years. We want to know we are with you. All that they ask is that as we march protest and demonstrate, that we do it in such a way that we do not deface his name. They want us to be peaceful. They want us to be peaceful. And I'm asking that we do that in the city of Houston, because that's just who we are. So thank you for being out here. Appreciate you being out here. To the family members, thank you so very, very much. Love you. Thanks, Bumby. Thanks, Trey.
We've been listening to Mayor Sylvester Turner there speak from the steps of City Hall as he is thronged by thousands of Houstonians, thousands of people who have gathered to march for George Floyd. We have watched people continue.
No justice, no peace. Oppose the police. 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 No justice, no peace.
No peace!
Take a knee! Take a knee with us! Take a knee with us!
Where are you guys from?
You're on the right side! there always a problem?
What's happening?
No, there's always a problem. That's what's happening with this goddamn police.
They saying that it's an emergency. You need to get out.
Emergency.
Like they. Where's Steven?
Yeah, where did Steven go? Where's Steven?
Okay, hey!
Hey! Ain't no other fire trucks in Chicago.
Everybody, listen up! Listen up!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joseph Porter, Assistant Deputy Chief Paramedic on the Chicago Fire Department. I just want to say, first and foremost, I appreciate each and every one of you all for being out here. As a black man, I'm beyond perturbed about what happened to George Floyd. On three, everybody say his name. 1, 2, 3. George Floyd! Now, my firehouse across the street, we had 3 apparatuses in there that if something were to happen in one of the homes nearby, it could be one of your homes, my apparatuses need to respond. We are not asking you to stop this protest because this is a peaceful, lawful protest, and you are exercising your First Amendment rights. What I'm gonna need to take place is everyone that's seated from my arm here to the end of the block, all I need you to do is stand up and step forward and step to the side. We're gonna bring the 3 apparatuses out. We're gonna bring the 3 apparatuses out, after which time you guys resume what you're doing. Thank you, and God bless you. Long live George Floyd. Long live George Floyd.
All right, we're back live, guys. As you can see here, the demonstration has not over, obviously. We've taken a moment here. We just heard from the, excuse me, guys. We have just heard from the captain of the fire department. And he's looking to move his trucks out of the building. So they are asking us to sort of move out of the way to allow the trucks to come out of the building. So as of right now, nothing has taken, nothing aggressive has taken place, guys. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry. We're still here right now protesting right here in front of the fire department over by the police station, still letting us.
Can we get an interview with the organizers?
We can, yeah, if we want to, yeah, sure. We want to, man.
Right there. You want to take it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's try and get the fire chief.
Fire chief?
Excuse us, media. Excuse us, media.
Sorry.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hi. Yes. Excuse us. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Oh. Yes. All right, we made our way up to the middle of the place. Yes. Yes. Oops, sorry. So if you look back behind us, the police, the trucks are moving, and they're asking people to move this way so that way the trucks can come out. They're not asking us to do anything like that. Sorry. Yeah, we're live on the internet. Yes, sir. Yes. What would you like to say?
Matter, man. RP George Floyd. You know, we out here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to say for our camera here? No. Understood. Understood. There's a lot of people out here who have different emotions. Some people want to share or not, but as you can see, they're moving the trucks. Nothing crazy. We're just sliding out the way so they can get the trucks out and that type of thing.
What's live that going on?
Sorry?
So what live that going on?
This is People of Comedy Network. We're normally a comedy video stream, but we transferred to news for the protest so we can cover everything that the news won't cover. It's on Facebook. We're live on Facebook right now. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wait, stay up.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to be able to see you.
Okay.
sure. Of course. After that.
There you go. That's us right there. We're all blacked out, but you know, that's us, and then should have our live feed going right now. So that's us. And thank you guys for joining the network. Appreciate it. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Hi, how are you? I like your sign. It's very good. Yeah, what does it say? Oh, silence equals violence. Oh, that's really, and then you have the names. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're about to take a knee again pretty soon. They've gotten the trucks out of the way. Looks like we're going to take a knee again and resume our protest.
All right, roll out and take a knee. Take a knee. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Take a knee.
All right. So they're about to start talking again. So this is where I'm going to tune out. Hopefully after we get through this portion, I can get close to the organizers and get an interview. But it looks like we're going to be talking to the cops one more time. So I'm going to sign out my audio, and we're going to tune back into the audio of our protesters.
Or if you have a bag, like or anything. Non-violent drug crimes, goodbye. Goodbye.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Take a knee. 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 Take a knee.
What are they doing over there? What are they?
I don't know. What are they doing? I need them to calm down.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Take a knee, y'all.
Hey, I need everybody to help me out because we got to get over there to them. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Take a fucking knee. Take a fucking knee. Period. Period. Do not talk to reporters. This is not their story to tell. This is our story. Do not talk to reporters. They will find a way to make a spectacle out of every area of black culture, including our lives, our deaths. That's fucking crazy. We are not your entertainment. Let's remind them one more time that this is not a riot. 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 It's a peaceful protest. This is a peaceful protest. And we demand justice. And we demand justice. Today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. Forever. Forever.
I'm so proud of everybody in front of me and behind me right now. I'm so proud of everybody that came out and kept it peaceful. I wasn't worried about y'all though. Y'all been keeping it peaceful for the last 4 days. I've seen it. I've only seen the violence on the other side. I felt the weight of that baton on my back 3 days ago, and it's troubled my sleep for the last 2 days. Did any of you come with weapons? No! You guys came with supplies, right? Yes! We're here to be peaceful, right? Yes! We didn't bring no weapons. No! So to the officers that have their batons drawn, yes, I ask that you put those away. Put your batons 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 away. We don't need that here.
Period. This is a peaceful protest.
Exactly.
Why y'all got weapons?
Everyone that came out here today, it's important that you tell this story to everyone that's not here, because everyone that's not here, all they're gonna see is what's on the news. And what's on the news does not always favor us as a people. So make sure you share with everybody how peaceful we were today and how we're here for change and change alone.
Oh, we're not going to forget you.
You and I love you, Chad.
I love you? Like the Barney?
Like, be like, here.
Like the bar. Hell yeah. Okay.
Here, give me that bag, girl.
Hold it back.
We not moving.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Say, I love us.
I love us.
Look to somebody, say, I love you.
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 Say, I will protect you.
I will protect you.
Say, I will protect you.
I will protect you.
If they don't protect you,
If they don't protect you,
I will protect you.
I will protect you.
Say, if cops don't protect you,
If cops don't protect you,
when cops won't protect you,
when cops won't protect you,
say, I will protect you.
I will protect you.
Say, I will love you.
I will love you.
Say, I will show y'all
I will show y'all
how much you matter.
how much you matter.
Say, I love you.
I love you.
I love me.
I love me.
I love us.
I love us.
Hi guys. Oh, I'm too close. Hi guys. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Okay. I'm angry too. Shit. I'm angry. You know why? Because police are killing black people. Innocent black people. Police are killing innocent black people. That's why I'm fucking angry.
Police are killing innocent black people.
I'm fucking angry. Like it makes my blood boil. And I'm here with y'all. And I'm here to fight with y'all. Black people. I love y'all.
I love you.
Anybody else? Come on up here.
Go, David.
Hello? Y'all can hear me? How much longer until my melanin isn't a weapon? How much longer do I need to live a certain lifestyle that others don't understand? How much longer do I have to be afraid to leave my house, to look at a cop? I'm fearing for my brother's life, fearing for my dad's life. How much longer does my dad need to be afraid? My dad's dead. My grandparents dead. How many generations? This isn't a second civil rights movement. This is a continuation. This is the same one. Melanin ain't no weapon. Melanin ain't no weapon. I feel pain. You all feel pain. I'm tired. You're tired. We're all tired. I know they're tired. They got their batons out because their melanin is a weapon to them. But our melanin ain't no weapon. Our melanin ain't no weapon. Say it. Our melanin ain't no weapon. Our melanin ain't a 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 weapon.
Hello? Okay, I just have a couple things to say. The other day, I was in Lincoln Park on my way to work, and I am a first responder. And there was a protest going on. The police refused to let me through. I cannot get to my job to help people. There is no such thing as a good cop. Why are we wearing trash bags when there is a deadly respiratory disease going around? Look at them. They have batons. They have fucking helmets. They have all the shit. They have fucking tanks out here. We're fucking wearing trash bags. Nurses are fucking dying. Doctors are fucking dying. Look at them. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. And there is such thing as a good cop. Why aren't they meeting with us? Why aren't they getting together to put something together to stop black people being murdered? Why is that? They're standing here. They're standing here. They refuse to put away the batons. Can you answer that? Look how silent they are. This silence kills black people. There is no such thing as a good cop. The only good cop is a dead cop.
Anybody else? Because I hope they know. I hope y'all know we're not leaving no time soon. We're not leaving. We're not leaving. Come up here. Come up here. Y'all are invited. Come up here and speak. Speak your mind.
My name is Cassandra. I am a 25-year-old black woman. I have a black father. I have black brothers. I have black friends, and every day of my life, I spend worried whether they will be at the wrong place at the wrong time, whether they go to Target and they're going to think that they're stealing, whether they're going to go out in the streets and just happen to meet somebody that looks like someone else. Oh, my sister, yes. This is the time for change. We deserve better. We demand better. Hold yourselves accountable. This comes down to you. What you have failed to do. You have failed to protect us. You have failed to serve us. We are the people. We pray for you. What will it take? There is no fixing this, only reform. And it starts with us, and it starts with you. My name's Cameron Sill.
I know why they mad. Why? Because if you are a black person and you understand the Black Panthers, it's us taking care of us, educating us, uplifting us, supporting us. I will never depend on a system that is responsible for oppressing me to free me.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
So listen, we about to turn up. T-Loss is about to put on a song real quick. She's gonna play Jada, because I wanna know why. And then when we come back, we're gonna hear from Martin from Black Lives Matter real quick. Make some noise in here! When we come back, you're gonna hear from our young people. Make some noise! Give us like 2 minutes.
No violence in here, Sudi One. No violence in here, bro. This is a peaceful protest. This is what we do in the community, y'all. No provocateurs out here. For George Floyd, y'all.
I just win again, they win again like we're more than I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound they engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. Use it, use it, use it.
Hello, can y'all hear me? So listen, there are boxes under that tree over there In the middle over there, they have ice and water. Please don't stand out here and not be hydrated. We bought tons and tons of water. Please drink the water. I don't want anybody to pass out. We have medics in the crowd. They got on reflective vests. They can help you.
Excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me.
The brown tent over here to my left is the medic tent. If you are experiencing distress, that is the medic tent. Where's Joe?
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me.
So listen though, everybody's like,